Buckle up, everybody, because today we are diving deep
Deep.
into the very nature of reality itself.
And get this, our source material
Oh, yeah.
is not some dusty old philosophy book
Right.
or a complicated science paper.
Uh-huh.
Nope, we're going to a YouTube video.
Okay.
This video is a conversation between a hypnotist and their subject.
Interesting.
And they're tackling the big question,
Yeah.
is everything we experience
Mm-hmm.
essentially an illusion?
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Not your typical deep dive,
Right.
but that's what I love about these conversations.
Me too.
We get to explore these big questions from all angles.
Exactly.
And this particular conversation gets seriously deep.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it really had me questioning everything.
I can imagine.
You know, the core idea that they keep coming back to
Yeah.
is that the quote-unquote truth of reality,
Mm-hmm.
it actually depends on your perspective.
Perspective is everything.
When you're totally present, like senses are firing,
You're in the moment.
emotions engage.
Feeling it all?
It feels
Yeah.
undeniably real.
Right. It's hard to deny it.
Totally.
But the hypnotist makes this point
Okay.
that if you zoom out, take a broader view,
Right.
it starts to look a little bit different.
How so?
More like a system,
Okay.
a carefully constructed system,
Uh-huh.
almost like a product of our collective thoughts and beliefs.
Collective thoughts and beliefs.
It's kind of like how money works.
Oh, okay. Listening.
Pieces of paper,
Yeah.
digital numbers on a screen,
Right.
essentially worthless
On their own.
by themselves.
But we all agree they have value.
Exactly.
And that gives them this power, this sense of reality that shapes our entire world.
It's incredible when you think about it.
So are we living in a shared hallucination? Is that what they're saying?
Well, not quite.
Okay.
They delve into this concept of hidden rules
Hidden rules.
that govern our reality.
Yeah.
It's like a system.
Okay.
And it's almost designed to keep us in the dark,
Keep us in the dark, How?
unaware of the true nature of things.
Uh-huh.
And because we're not aware,
Yeah.
we end up playing along.
Oh, boy.
We unknowingly influence the quote-unquote script of our lives.
Hold on. So we're unknowingly playing a game
It seems that way.
with hidden rules.
Yeah.
And by playing,
Uh-huh.
we're making the illusion more real.
That's the suggestion.
My head's spinning.
Yeah. It's a lot to take in.
So it gets even more complex
Oh, yeah.
when they start talking about whether the system
Yes.
is predictable or not.
That's a big question.
On the one hand, you've got historical patterns,
Right.
societal structures,
Structure.
suggesting a certain level of predictability.
Yeah, like we can generally predict.
Yeah,
The sun will rise each morning.
totally.
Or certain social norms will continue to exist.
Right, so where's the unpredictability come in?
That's where it gets interesting.
Yeah,
They have those unexpected events,
Yeah,
things we can't control.
okay. Twists and turns in the script of our lives.
Life throws you curveballs.
All time.
So do you feel like you can predict the course of your life?
That's a good question for everyone listening, too.
I feel like I'm always getting surprised.
Yeah, me too.
It's like life has this funny way of reminding you
What's that?
that you're not really in control,
No matter how much you
no
plan,
matter how much you plan
that sense of control
or lack thereof.
is a key theme they keep coming back to.
Okay.
And it gets even weirder
Ruder.
when they suggest
Uh-huh.
that we're not just players in this game,
Right.
but also the authors,
What?
even if we don't realize it.
Okay, so we're both writing and being written by the script of reality.
It's a mind-bending concept.
That's crazy.
They give an example
Okay.
about how focusing on negative events
Yeah.
might actually feed those events,
What?
make them more real in our experience.
So you're saying like
Like our fears and anxieties could
Uh-huh.
be contributing to the very things.
we're afraid of.
So we're manifesting our nightmares.
It's a possibility they're suggesting.
Okay, I see how this illusion could work.
Yeah.
Like we're trapped in this feedback loop.
A loop of our own making.
And then they take it even further
further down the rabbit hole.
with specific examples of illusions
Yeah.
that we encounter every day.
Like what?
Starting with time itself.
Time.
They present this idea of time as linear,
Press to present to future.
as a construct
A construct.
designed to make this whole illusion of reality
Uh-huh.
more believable.
Makes you wonder, what is time outside of that framework?
Right.
Is it even a thing?
Or just another layer of the game.
Exactly.
And then they talk about this
Yeah.
feeling of separation.
Ah, yes.
The idea that we're all distinct individuals,
separate from each other.
disconnected from each other and the universe.
Blown in the void.
They use this simple act of naming as an example.
Yeah, how so?
By giving someone a name, you solidify their sense of individual identity.
It's like assigning roles.
From birth.
Yeah.
Which keeps us playing.
This is playing the game.
Within the confines of the system.
But the system needs its players.
And then there's this feeling. Of incompleteness. Which they argue we're born with. This sense that something's missing.
Always searching.
Driving us to constantly seek fulfillment. From external sources.
Looking for something outside ourselves.
And it makes sense, right?
It does.
How many of us have felt like something was missing?
That emptiness.
And it sends us on this never-ending quest.
A quest?
To find whatever that missing piece is.
The missing piece of the puzzle.
And they suggest this feeling might actually be a programmed belief. A subtle way to keep us striving and searching.
Always searching.
Within the system.
Trapped in the cycle.
Whoa.
Right?
So our desire for wholeness could be part of the illusion. It's like the system is rigged. To keep us perpetually seeking.
Always seeking.
Something outside ourselves.
It's a powerful concept.
It is.
And you know, one of the biggest things we're conditioned to seek.
What's that?
Is happiness.
Happiness.
But even happiness is presented as an illusion.
An illusion of happiness.
They suggest we're programmed to believe. That happiness is external. Something we attain through
material possessions.
Status symbols.
Achievement.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
The classics.
And think about how media bombards us with images of what happiness, quote unquote, should look like.
It's shaping our desires.
Totally.
And our beliefs.
It's like we're being sold a version of happiness.
That's
designed to keep us
and
chasing, always chasing more.
And then, of course, there's the ultimate illusion. Death is presented as part of the game.
An end that might not be an end at all.
They're suggesting that we are eternal beings. That death is simply a transition. To another state of existence.
It's a fascinating concept.
So what we perceive as the end might just be another chapter. In this grand, potentially illusory story.
The story of our existence.
But here's the big question.
Hit me with it.
Can we break free from these illusions?
That is the question.
Can we change the rules of the game?
Or even escape it entirely?
That's where things get really mind-bending.
We'll have to pick up there.
Next time. In part 2.
All right, so we're back.
Back again.
And ready to dive
deeper.
Even deeper into this idea of reality. As an illusion. Last time we left off with a pretty big cliffhanger.
Can we break free from these illusions?
That's the question, isn't it?
They seem to be like woven into the very fabric.
Woven into our existence.
It's a question that's captivated philosophers and spiritual seekers. For centuries. And this video doesn't shy away from it.
Okay.
But their answer might not be what you expect.
Oh, really?
They suggest that even attempts to, quote-unquote, wake up from the illusion could be part of the illusion itself.
Whoa.
It's a paradox.
Yeah, it's a paradox.
The more we strive for liberation, the more entangled we become.
In the very system we're trying to transcend.
It's a bit like trying to jump out of your own shadow.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
No matter how hard you try, it's always there. But that doesn't mean we're doomed to wander aimlessly.
Okay.
In a labyrinth of illusions.
But there's hope.
There's always hope.
What do they suggest we do?
They propose that true awakening
isn't about escaping the illusion.
Okay.
But about becoming aware of it. It's about recognizing the rules of the game, the limitations that are imposed on us, and the subtle ways in which we're being influenced.
So it's more about conscious participation.
Just participation.
Than outright rebellion.
I think that's a good way to put it.
So instead of trying to break free, we learn to play the game strategically. With awareness and intention.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, I can get on board with that.
And that choice, that act of conscious participation, requires a deep level of self-awareness. We need to understand our own motivations, our beliefs, and our patterns of behavior.
Especially the ones that might be keeping us stuck.
Absolutely.
Because if we're just operating on autopilot, blindly following the pre-programmed script, We're essentially letting the illusion run the show.
We become puppets.
Right.
They highlight the importance of becoming conscious observers of our own thoughts. Emotions. It's like that saying.
Oh, yeah.
The mind is a wonderful servant.
A wonderful servant.
But a terrible master.
A terrible master.
If we're not mindful.
Our
thoughts can easily drag us down.
Down the rabbit hole.
Into rabbit holes of fear.
Anxiety. Limitation.
Oh, I've been there.
We all have.
So many times.
But the video suggests that if we can cultivate
a sense of
detachment from those thoughts.
See those thoughts.
If we can observe them without judgment.
We
start to gain a certain level of freedom.
Freedom from the tyranny of the mind.
Okay, that makes sense.
We gain the ability to choose how we respond to the game.
Instead of just reacting to it.
Exactly.
It's about reclaiming our power.
Even
within the confines of the illusion. But if this is all an illusion, who or what is choosing for us?
That's a great question.
When we're not consciously making those choices.
That gets to the heart of the matter.
Yeah.
They explore this idea that there might be forces at play. Beyond our conscious awareness.
Okay.
Things that are subtly influencing our thoughts and behaviors.
Like what?
It could be something as simple as societal conditioning.
The
cultural programming.
Yeah.
We absorb from a young age.
We're all products of our environment, in a way.
Or it could be something more mysterious.
Mysterious like what?
The collective unconscious. This shared pool of beliefs. Certain archetypes that we all tap into.
So we're not just individuals. Making independent choices.
No.
But also part of a larger network of consciousness. Influencing and being influenced by
the thoughts and emotions of others.
That's trippy.
It is, isn't it?
But it makes sense when you think about
what?
How mass movements, trends, even collective fears can spread so quickly.
It's like an energetic contagion.
Yeah, like a ripple effect.
The video suggests that becoming aware of these interconnected threads is crucial.
Crucial for what?
For understanding how the illusion works and how we can navigate it. More consciously. But that raises another question.
What's that?
How do we access this higher level of awareness?
Is
it something we can learn?
Okay.
Or is it more like an innate capacity?
That
we need to unlock.
So is there some secret initiation ritual?
Not quite.
Okay.
They talk about practices and techniques that can help us cultivate greater awareness.
Like what?
Things like meditation.
Mindfulness.
And self-reflection.
Have you tried any of these practices?
Oh, yeah. I've dabbled in meditation.
Okay.
Sometimes it feels like I'm just wrestling with my own thoughts.
Yeah. That's common.
But every now and then, I get those glimpses of stillness. Those moments where everything just clicks into place.
That's the beauty of these practices.
Yeah.
They help us quiet the mind. Tune into the present moment. And observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment.
It's like hitting the pause button on the mental chatter.
Exactly.
And as we develop this capacity, that inner observation, we start to notice the pattern and the programs that are running in the background, shaping our perception and behaviors. It's like becoming aware of the software that's running our reality operating system.
Okay, so once we're aware of that software, can we actually change it?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And they seem to think so.
Okay.
They argue that we can rewrite the code, so to speak. And create a more fulfilling an empowering experience.
Empowered.
But that requires intention.
A
conscious choice.
To
shift our beliefs.
Okay.
Our patterns.
And our
behaviors.
So it's not just about awareness.
No.
It's also about taking action.
Making
conscious choices that align with the reality. We want to create.
The video emphasizes that intention is a powerful force. It's in shaping reality. They suggest that our thoughts, our emotions,
and our desire
are constantly sending out signals attracting experiences.
Attracting experiences.
That match those vibrations.
Okay, so if we're constantly focusing on
what?
Fear and limitation.
Limitation.
We're more likely to attract those experiences into our lives.
That's what they're suggesting.
Oh, boy.
But the good news is...
Good news.
That the same principle applies...
Applies to what?
To positive intentions.
Positive intentions.
If we can cultivate a sense of abundance, gratitude, joy, we're more likely to attract experiences that reflect those qualities.
So it's like we're magnets.
Magnets.
Drawing in experiences that match our dominant frequency.
Exactly.
Is that what people mean?
What do you mean?
When they talk about the law of attraction.
It's definitely a part of it.
Okay.
The video seems to be suggesting...
Suggesting what?
That we have more influence over our reality.
More influence.
Than we often realize.
It's not about denying the challenges and difficulties that life inevitably throws our way.
Life is full of challenges.
But it's about choosing how we respond to them. How we frame them.
And how we use them as opportunities for growth.
So it's about recognizing that even within the limitations of the illusion, we still have a certain degree of agency.
Agency?
A capacity to influence the game.
Influence the game.
Even if we can't control every aspect of it.
Exactly.
What about those people who seem to effortlessly manifest their desires while others struggle to attract even the simplest things?
Good question.
Is there a secret formula?
A secret formula.
Or is it just a matter of luck?
They seem to think it's less about luck.
Less about luck.
And more about alignment.
Alignment.
It's about aligning our thoughts.
About emotion.
Our emotions.
Emotions.
With our desired outcome.
With our desired outcomes.
Creating a kind of energetic harmony.
Energetic harmony.
That allows those things to flow.
Into our lives.
Into our lives.
More easily.
So it's not enough to just wish for something.
Not enough to... We need to actually embody the energy. Of what we want to create.
Embody the energy of what we want to create. And that requires a certain level of self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
Honesty. And willingness to release limiting beliefs.
And patterns that might be holding us back.
It's like clearing out the clutter. In our mental and emotional closets.
Make space for the new to come in.
And as we do that work. As we become more conscious. And intentional feelings and actions, we often start to see a shift in our external reality.
Things that once seemed impossible start to feel attainable. Synchronicities.
And opportunities appear.
Seemingly
out of thin air. And we begin to experience a sense of flow and ease in manifesting our desires.
It's like we're tapping into
a hidden current. A stream of abundance. And possibility. That's always available to us. But often obscured
by our own
limiting beliefs.
And
perceptions.
Perceptions.
What about those who seem to be stuck in a cycle of negativity. Attracting one misfortune after another.
Yeah. Are they somehow cursed? Or is there something more to it?
The video suggests it often comes down to a lack of awareness. If we're not conscious of the thoughts and emotions that are driving our experiences, we're essentially at the mercy of the illusion. Reacting to events. Rather than creating them.
Like being caught in a rip current.
Pulled
further and further out to sea. Without realizing that we have the power to swim back to shore.
That's a powerful image.
And that's why the first step to breaking free from this cycle is to become aware of the stories. We're telling ourselves. The beliefs we're holding on to. And the patterns of behavior. That are keeping us stuck.
Because once we see them clearly. We start to challenge them. Question their validity. And ultimately choose something different.
And that choice. That act of conscious creation. Is where true power lies. It's about reclaiming our agency. Our ability to shape our own reality.
Shape our own reality.
Even within the confines of the illusion.
So we're not victims of circumstance.
No.
But co-creators.
Yeah.
Of our own experience.
That's a pretty empowering thought.
It is, isn't it?
Even if we can't control every aspect of the game.
Every aspect of the game.
We can choose how we play it.
How we play it.
How we respond to the challenges.
How we respond to the challenges.
And ultimately, how we experience the journey.
The journey of life.
It's about shifting from a mindset of powerlessness to a mindset of possibility.
Possibility.
Recognizing that we have more influence over our reality than we often realize.
And that realization. That shift in perspective. Can be incredibly liberating.
Incredibly liberating. It's like waking up from a dream.
And realizing
that we have the power to create a new one.
A new dream.
A dream that is more aligned with our deepest desires. And aspirations.
And that's the beauty of this whole exploration.
It's
not about denying the illusion. But about using it. As a canvas.
For conscious creation.
A
playground.
For
exploring the infinite possibility. Of our being. It's about becoming the artists of our own lives. Painting a masterpiece. That reflects the beauty. The wisdom.
And the power.
That resides within each of us. And that's a journey worth taking. Even if it leads us through some unexpected twists and turns.
Because ultimately, are not about arriving at a destination.
Not about the destination.
But about embracing the adventure of the journey itself. And that adventure, as we're discovering, is full of wonder, mystery, and endless possibilities. Yeah.
But before we get too carried away with the infinite possibility, let's ground ourselves in some practical tips and techniques for navigating the illusion, or consciously creating a reality that is more aligned with our heart's desires. That's what we'll explore in the final part of this deep dive. Okay, so we're back for the final part of our deep dive
into reality as an illusion.
And this time we're getting practical. Right? We've explored some pretty mind-bending concepts.
We have.
But now it's time to bring it down to earth.
Ground ourselves.
And see how we can actually apply
these insights
to our everyday lives.
Exactly.
It's all well and good to ponder the mysteries of the universe.
The big questions.
But how can we use this knowledge
to
create real change?
Yeah.
To actually manifest the things we want in our lives.
That's where the art of manifestation comes in.
Yeah.
And the video offers some surprisingly grounded perspectives on how it works.
Okay, I'm listening.
They emphasize that manifestation isn't about some magical wishing process where things just appear out of thin air.
Yeah, I've always been a little skeptical of those, and it'll come approaches.
I get it.
It seems a little too good to be true.
It's more about aligning our thoughts, our emotions, and actions with our desired outcome. It's about creating a kind of energetic magnetic field. That draws those experiences towards us.
Okay, so it's less about poof, it appears.
Right.
And more about setting clear intentions. Taking action. That supports those intentions.
Yeah.
And trusting that things will unfold.
In the right way. Precisely.
Okay, I like that.
They use the example of wanting a new job. Simply wishing for it isn't enough.
Okay.
We also need to update our resume network with people in our field and believe that we're worthy of that opportunity. It's about taking practical steps. While also cultivating
the right
mindset. It's like we need to become a vibrational match. For what we desire. Both internally
and
externally. Exactly. Yeah. I can dig it.
And that often requires us
requires us
to take a look at
our
own limiting beliefs,
those limiting beliefs,
those subconscious
patterns
that might be blocking us from receiving what we want.
I know those beliefs all too well. Oh, yeah.
It's that little voice that whispers,
what?
I'm not good enough.
Oh, yeah.
Or I don't deserve this.
I hear you.
Whenever I'm about to step outside my comfort zone.
Those limiting beliefs can be sneaky.
They're so sneaky.
But the video suggests that we can actually reprogram
our subconscious mind.
Shift our energy. And align ourselves with the frequency of our desires.
Okay, so how do we do that?
They talk about practices like meditation, visualization,
and gratitude. These tools can help us quiet the mental chatter, connect with our inner wisdom, and cultivate a more positive outlook.
I've heard about those practices.
Yeah.
But I'll admit I've struggled to make them a consistent part of my routine.
It takes time and effort.
It does.
But even small steps can make a big difference.
The key is to find practices that resonate with you.
And
to be patient with the process. It's not about forcing anything, but about gently nudging ourselves.
Nudging.
In the right direction.
So
it's like we're tuning our inner radio
dial.
To the station.
That broadcasts abundance, joy,
and fulfillment.
And the more we listen to that station, the more we start to attract those experiences into our lives.
That's a great analogy.
Thanks.
And as we become more consistent in our practices, as we cultivate a deeper connection with our inner self and with the universe,
we often start to see a shift in our external realities.
Things that once seemed out of reach start to feel attainable and opportunities appear seemingly out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's like the universe is saying.
Saying what?
Okay, I see. You're serious about this.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
I love that.
But what about those times?
When
we're doing all the right things. Setting intentions. Taking actions. Visualizing our desires. But it still feels like we're hitting a wall. What's the deal with that?
The video acknowledges that manifestation isn't always a smooth or straightforward process.
Okay.
Sometimes there are deeper lessons. Or blocks what we need to work through. Before our desires can fully materialize.
So it's like there's a cosmic traffic jam. And we need to figure out how to navigate it.
Exactly. Yeah. And they suggest that one of the biggest roadblocks is often fear.
Fear of failure.
Fear of success.
Oh, yeah, fear of success.
Fear of the unknown. Those fears can keep us playing small. Sabotaging our efforts. And preventing us. From stepping fully into our power.
Fear has definitely held me back in the past.
I think it's held us all back at some point.
It's like this invisible force field.
An invisible force field.
That keeps me trapped in my comfort zone.
The key is to face those fears head on.
To
acknowledge them. And to choose to move forward. Despite them. It's about having the courage. To step outside our comfort zones. To trust the process. And to believe. That we're capable.
Of creating
the life we desire.
It sounds like a lot of this boils down to trusting ourselves. And trusting the universe.
Trust is definitely a key ingredient. In the manifestation process. Sometimes that means surrendering control. Letting go of the need. To micromanage every detail.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a control freak.
And trusting that the universe has a plan for us. Even if we can't always see it.
It's about having faith. In the unseen forces. That are always at work. Guiding us. Supporting us. And conspiring. To bring our dreams to fruition.
Exactly. And as we cultivate that faith.
Cultivate that faith.
As we release the need to force things to happen.
Release the need to force.
Yeah.
We often find that the path unfolds. With greater ease. And grace. It's like we're finally allowing the river of abundance to flow through us. Rather than trying to dam it up. With our fears and doubts.
And that flow.
That
sense of alignment.
alignment.
And ease.
Ease.
Is one of the hallmarks.
The hallmark.
Of true manifestation.
True manifestation.
It's not about struggling.
Or striving.
But about allowing. Receiving.
And trusting in the unfolding. Of our unique journey.
Beautifully said.
Thank you. And as we surrender to that journey.
As
we embrace the mystery. And magic of it all. We open ourselves up.
To a world of infinite possibilities.
A world where our dreams. Are not just fantasies. But seeds of potential. Waiting to be nurtured. And brought to life.
And that, my friend.
Is
the essence of conscious creation.
It's
the art of co-creating our reality.
In
alignment with our highest selves. And with the loving guidance of the universe.
Wow.
That was quite a deep dive.
It was a deep dive.
We covered so much ground.
We did.
From the nature of reality.
Yeah.
To the power of intention.
From
the illusions that bind us.
The illusions to the
possibilities.
That await us.
It's been an incredible journey.
It has.
And while we may not have all the answers.
Right.
I think we've gained some valuable insights.
And
tools for navigating this wild and wonderful ride. We call life.
I completely agree.
As we wrap up this deep dive. I want to leave you with this thought.
Okay.
You're not just a character. In someone else's script. You are the author.
Of your own
story.
The artist of your own life.
The artist of my own life.
And the architect of your own destiny.
Embrace the mystery.
Explore the possibilities.
And trust in the unfolding. Of your unique and magnificent journey. Until next time. Keep diving deep. Keep questioning.
Keep questioning.
Keep creating.
And keep shining your light brightly.
Shining my light brightly.
In this beautiful,
illusory,
and
ultimately magical world.
We
call home.